geography and history are complementary subjects that are best taught together within the social studies curriculum. It is part of the collected wisdom of teachers that one cannot teach history without geography, or geography without history. But what exactly is the nature of the relationship? What is the relevance of geography to history?
First, we need to define geography. Geography is a field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth and planets. The first person to use the word was Eratosthenes. Geography is an all-encompassing discipline that seeks an understanding of earth and its human and natural complexities, not merely where objects are, but also how they have changed and come to be. Geography is often defined in terms of two branches: human geography and physical geography. Human geography deals with the study of people and their communities, cultures, economies, and interactions with the environment by studying their relations with and across space and place. Physical geography deals with the study of processes and patterns in the natural environment like the atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geosphere. But we're not really going to delve deep into that. We want to answer the question, what is the relevance of geography to history?
Listen, look, and learn.
Geography is important to history because it affects where a person chooses to live. It affects the way battles are fought and the way that people can interact with those living outside the home region. It affects every aspect of history, from determining the winners of wars, the prosperity of people, and the formation of cultures. To quote Bradley Commission on History in Schools,
Geography is by nature the constant companion of historical studies. It is hardly possible to grasp the one without the other.
because the events of history takes place on the stage of the world. They are influenced and even determined by the geography.
Now this is my side.
History and geography go hand in hand. The first remnants of the human civilization suggest that civilizations flourished around the geographical features necessary for survival, mostly rivers and forests. Since the beginning, humans have looked to find the perfect geographical regions for survival. First, all the land on Earth was one supercontinent. It then split into many. Then a few joined to be one, and so on. Each separate block had a history of its own derived by the geography of the region. Geography has been more or less the reason so many invasions and colonizations took place. Favorable amount of lands, climate, resources, and fertility of the land perhaps were the prime factors. Wars were won or lost because of geographical features being in favor of one party. One great example of this could be various invasions of Russia. Both Napoleon and Adolf Hitler led their countries on invasions of Russia that were decisively affected by the geography and temperature zones of Russia. Ferdinand Magellan's discovery of the Philippines is also an example of how geography relates to history. Magellan wanted to travel to the Spice Islands by sailing via a western route, a feat which had never been accomplished. But instead of reaching the islands, and due to the Philippines' geographical location, Magellan ended up in a country instead, which led to their colonization and the famed explorer's eventual death. Another example is the Battle of Tirad Pass, which is sometimes referred to as the Philippine Thermopylae, as both battles were won strategically, using the area's geography as an advantage. General Gregorio del Pilar protected the pass from the advancing Americans to make sure Emilio Aguinaldo retreated successfully. He noticed the advantageous terrain in Tirad Pass and constructed several sets of trenches and stone barricades on both shoulders of the pass. During the battle, the Americans advanced up the trail but were only able to climb around 300 feet due to being met with a steady volley of fire from the Filipinos. Although Del Pilar and his troops were eventually annihilated, they successfully held off the Americans long enough for Aguinaldo to escape.
If I stutter, There are many other reasons to study geography apart from its influence and importance in regards to historical study. Geography helps people to understand the basic physical systems such as water cycles and ocean currents that affect people's everyday lives. It can help people develop a map of their community and the world so that they understand where events are taking place. It can help people to make sensible judgments about relationships between society and physical environment, as well as to develop an appreciation for the earth. Geography can also help a person understand global interdependence, which leads to better global citizens that can make responsible decisions about people and places. So in short, geography addresses change over time. Historical events shape our landscapes and demographic composition. Landscapes shape our history. The interactions of humans with their environment is the study of geography and the great guiding factor in history.